In our series, The New Normal, we'll take a look at how the pandemic is dramatically changing our everyday lives. This morning, we're taking you inside a look at what classrooms could look like if schools reopen this fall. Now, some districts plan to have smaller class sizes, less movement through the schools, and fewer visitors. Meg Oliver is inside an elementary school classroom in Parsippany in New Jersey. Meg, what can parents there expect?
Gail, good morning. They're still finalizing their plans here, but this is what a typical classroom used to look like with connected desks and 23 students in a class. But if you walk across the hall, this is going to look like in the fall. Half the number of desks with dividers spaced 6 feet apart. Everyone must wear a mask. Students will also eat their lunch at their desks, but they won't be able to leave anything behind, including books and school supplies.
I'm confident today that we can reopen. We have 6 weeks to go.
Sebastian Powell, principal of Eastlake Elementary in Parsippany, is spending the summer preparing for his school's reopening.
The blue line right now is basically a lane that you're going to have so that you're walking one way on one side of the hallway.
The school is set in a middle-class New York City suburb. Almost 10% of the students rely on free or reduced breakfast and lunch at schools.
So you're going to have half of the classroom on each week. The students will come in 1 week, they'll be here for 4 days, and then they'll go to distance learning the next week while the other cohort comes in.
How is that fair?
Not really fair, but it is safe.
Sending half the number of students to school each week reduces class sizes from 23 students to 11. That small class will stay together all year. Buses, which used to carry 52 students to and from school, will now board just 22. Outside visitors will be limited, and the school will close for a thorough cleaning every night.
And the teacher will most likely be doing the instruction from here. You know, if she needs to navigate the classroom, she can do so, but still needs to maintain a distance.
It's kind of sad looking at this.
It is not optimal, but once again, it's keeping the safety first.
I would not step into school, not to decorate, not to collect my things.
Andrea Bazemore, a 27-year-old first-grade teacher in Dallas, contracted COVID-19 a few weeks ago. She's refusing to return to her classroom.
It is so disheartening to see so many teachers and all of the teacher groups that I see putting together wills, having that conversation with their kids about what happens if I die.
Daniela and Bon Benton from West Orange, New Jersey, are college associate professors. They say remote learning took a heavy toll on their family. Their oldest daughter is autistic.
And it got worse over time. She really secluded herself off from the world completely.
How important is it for your daughter, who's on the spectrum, to have in-person teaching?
I mean, it's everything because she relies on the interaction with the other person.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Holmes family won't risk sending their 2 youngest children back to school. Both parents are immunocompromised.
My husband hasn't been at work since March, so we literally have been living off of just my disability.
But the technology to support more remote learning comes at a cost and some difficult choices.
It may be whether this month we pay the light bill or water or gas, we may have to put it off.
With so much uncertainty, Principal Powell is sure of one thing: his students can return to school in a safe manner.
Basically, it's just like any other lesson. We're going to teach the kids the safety and ensure that, you know, they know what they're doing, and I think they will adjust fine.
Here in New Jersey, every district will come up with their own plan. Now, here, if anybody contracts coronavirus, they will work with the local health department to trace contacts, but it ultimately will come down to the superintendent whether to decide to shut down the school. Yeah. Tony?
Boy, Meg, I'm with you. It's a little sad seeing a classroom like that. I think the takeaway is if kids go back to school, it's not going to be school like we recognize from our childhoods. It's going to be very different indeed. Thank you very much, Meg.